Hi, welcome to LAI 635. In this video, we'll look at how you get started with the online course. So let's take a look at a getting started document. So to start with, what types of technology we'll be using. So we'll be using a Google Docs 635 main page. We'll talk about that. We'll be using Schoology, UBbox, and then if we need to talk and share screens, Zoom, Skype, and or Google Hangout. So let's take a look at the syllabus. We're not going to go into detail in this video, but I did want to show you how to get to that 635 main page right here in the top header. Double click up there, hold control, click on it, it'll take you to the link, right? So that takes you to the main page. And this is kind of a nice access point for the things that you will need. So there's a IRB frequently asked questions link here, link to Schoology, and then also the access code for this particular course for fall 2019, and then a link to UBbox as well. We'll keep going with that document. So let's talk about that main page. A couple things that you need to do to get started. You're going to want to find your name here in the research journals, and you're going to want to create a research journal for yourself. There's a video on how to do it. You can look at mine as well. So mine's already linked. One thing I do want to note is you want to be able to open that link up or allow access to that link so that anyone can view your research journal. Next thing you'll want to do is add in student information. I've already put mine in here, name, email, time zone, and then also your tentative research area. So put that in spaces below. Okay, that takes us to D, and now let's go on to how to access Schoology. So up the top here, if you click on this link, it will take you to Schoology. You can log in, and you can see here, this is my landing dashboard. I can go up to courses. You see a few here for me. Click on it. So at this point, we're going to dive a little bit more into Schoology in case you're unfamiliar with it. So let's come back out here. And so it's pretty intuitive. You can, when you click into, when you enter the access code, you'll get a folder that looks like this. Click on it, it expands. Yeah, you can see it's arranged chronologically with units below. You can see the link to that main page, Google Docs. You can see the syllabus here. You can see weekly assignments that you should be doing, and then a section here for just general questions you have in general. Below that you see a to-do list. And then the first, we'll call it pre-unit here, is getting started with this course. And you come in here and you have the two videos for getting started, and then also the syllabus video. You can also look at advice from former students. Dr. McVie typically teaches this class, and you can come in here and see some of their advice, some main points they had, and how they addressed that, so that can be pretty useful. And then below that you see various units, and so let's click on Unit C. You can see readings. These are your readings that you need to do for that particular unit. Oops, too far back. And then you can see specific question boards for that particular unit. And one point about these question boards and discussion boards, in some classes you'll have to write a summary, that sort of thing. In this particular course, we want it to be a bit more practical. It would be odd if you never had a question, or you never posed a question or commented on if there was no discussion. But if you are doing it and it is a big burden, that's too much as well. So you want to be asking things that are relevant to you, pragmatic type questions that allow you to get information or help clarify understanding, or share things that you thought were really quite interesting, those sorts of things. So let's go back to case study, and then at the end you see, or there, I guess I should point out, there can also be videos that you might need to watch in those units, and then at the end you see a case study, Unit C case study. This is essentially a quiz. If you click on it, it will basically say, have you completed Unit C or not? And this just lets me know where you're at, keeps you accountable to yourself as well, to make sure you're pacing through the course at an appropriate speed. I do want to mention up here at the top right hand, you see a place for messaging. You can do individual messages. You can see what has been messaged to you. You can send to one person or multiple subjects, line, and then a message. So let's go back to our document, and let's talk a little bit about UBbox as well and some of the file structures. So you'll need to get set up for UBbox if you have not yet, and you'll come in and you'll have been invited to a particular folder for yourself, and you can see here lots of students' folders for the course, and everyone's folders are the same, and you can see this is where you're putting your particular documents and artifacts that you will be doing throughout the course, drafts, proposals, and this is where you submit those. This is where I'll provide feedback, and so on and so forth. And let's see if we've covered everything. I think that we have. And then you also have a to-do list which has been mailed to you, and that's probably how you arrived at this video.